Well, just got home. Pretty much a sweaty mess from the gym. Gym session was good. 245 pounds on the bench press feels like a breeze. Still have some issues with my right shoulder, but I think 260, 265 is on the horizon in the next couple weeks. And my weight hasn't changed, so. And then I declined bench press 215 pounds for 10 reps. I did 10 the first set, I think I did 9 the second, and then 8 the last one. So we're getting closer to sets of 10. And I weigh 174, so. I tried doing the Smith machine squats, but I started to feel my mid-back strain after loading, including the weight of the bar, 250 pounds, and doing that for 8 to 10 reps. So I'm probably gonna have to lay off of, deadlifting or squatting for, at least a few days, if not a week. As for tutoring today, I don't really know what to say anymore. Like, my style is a little bit different. My style is more lax, because when I tutored for my community college, it was usually a first come, first serve basis. You would have students come in, and they would sit down, do their work, and if they needed help, they would put their name on a whiteboard. And then a tutor can come up and help them. That was the system we had in place for quite a while, and that worked. And I try to do the same thing when it comes to tutoring, or I guess you can quote unquote call it teaching SAT math, because those are the first 2 classes. It was SAT math, and one was virtual, so half the kids are not going to have their video on. That's fine. I'm not going to force them to do something they don't want to do. But there's no engagement. I mean, I kind of have to tell students to do certain problems when it's virtual, but I just get 0 engagement. I don't know how to get kids engaged nowadays. I mean, hell, there was one class I was supposed to quote-unquote teach, and it really wasn't even teaching. It was just following a packet. That's not teaching. That's not having any creative outlet. Sorry, going through my pockets because I'm going to shower here in just a minute. But, how is that conducive to a good learning environment? I wonder. I guess there's a reason why students aren't engaged as much, is because everything's just automated. It's print out packets, read them, and then do the problems. There's nothing interesting about that. I don't know. I think perhaps I should sit down, maybe over the weekend, because depending whether or not I get my shift covered tomorrow for that smoothie place, I may not have a job there. Not really any skin off my nose, however, because once I drive, I would actually be making more money at this job than I would be making at the smoothie place, working fewer hours too. But granted, I do want close to full-time hours, because that would be amazing. That would be more money in my pocket. But yeah, today we talked about Venn diagrams and basic logic, like negation, if-then statements. I really liked doing logic puzzles during community college. There was one puzzle, and I'm sure you guys can look it up. I would need to sit down and actually think about it before stating the answer, but the problem was you have 3 pirates. They find a treasure trove of 100 gold coins, and of the 3 pirates, you have a captain, of course. The captain gets to decide how to split the coins up. Now, if more than half the pirates vote against the split, then they mutiny, throw the captain overboard, and they start the process all over again. Now, this is in order of seniority, so if the captain is overthrown, then the next highest ranking pirate gets to be captain. So then the question is, what's the best way to split it up? Actually, I think I know the answer already, just from memory, but, let's talk about the logic behind that, because it's fun to talk about logic puzzles. You could split it up 3 ways. You can do 34, 33, and 33. But the other 2 pirates are they're greedy. They're gonna look at the captain and say, you got 1 more gold coin, why do you have that? So, mutiny, overboard. They start the process over, but now the second pirate is the captain, and he can just take all the gold coins. And the third pirate can't do shit about it. So that's not an optimal split where, you know, everyone is safe and gets to keep their share of gold. Well, evenly split does not really work. So what about doing 50-50? You know, the captain gets 50 coins, the second pirate gets 50 coins. Well, the third pirate's gonna either way understand that he's not gonna get anything. Even if he mutinies, he's not gonna get anything because the second pirate can take everything, and the second pirate has 50 gold coins. So he looks at the captain and realizes, well, hey, you have 50 gold coins, I want that. So being greedy, they throw him overboard. Second pirate gets all the gold, third pirate gets nothing. So third pirate might as well mutiny just to see someone die, you know. So 50-50 split doesn't work, evenly splitting it up doesn't work. You can try all variations of that, it's not gonna work. So what's the best split? Well, here's the best split. 99 gold coins and 1 gold coin for the third pirate. Why? Because the third pirate knows either way, given those split options, he's not going to get shit. So he gets 1 gold coin. You might as well accept that. There's your logic puzzle. Now, read a packet, read the logic puzzles there, or the logic questions, and it's boring. No one cares. Where's the application? See, I think that's how you should tutor or teach, is show the application. Show where you're going to actually use it in your daily life. For people who actually want to go above and beyond that and actually want to go into a STEM profession, I mean, then you can start, you know, not only doing application problems, but you can also do theoretical problems. Because now you're kind of really in the game. You know, you have a lot of skin in the game to understand and know how the world works. And sometimes the things that we learn, you know, as physics majors or as math majors, really a lot of people don't use in their daily life. Now, I'm not saying all of it, I'm saying some of it. So, I don't know, I might over the weekend try and think of a way to maybe get some more engagement, maybe just do, you know, have a do-over of the curriculum, or just write my own shit, write my own application problems based on what the students are going to learn next week, because that's kind of sad. No engagement. I found so much joy in tutoring people when they asked me questions, you know, when they wanted to know or understand how to solve a problem. But what really made me happy is when the students went to me specifically. They didn't go to another math tutor, they went to me, because I had a way of explaining it to them that made sense. I could explain it in a multitude of ways that would make sense. You know, that pirate puzzle was just, you know, one explanation. You know, we could have gone through all the scenarios, but that's just going to be too long of a video. So, you know, anyway, I mean, I'm still going to go to the job anyway. It's 26 bucks an hour. You know, I get, you know, at least 16 hours a week compared to like 13 bucks an hour and 22 hours a week. Granted, I would still like to keep the smoothie job until I actually know I get full-time hours, but I think the backup plan will be to get a level 2 security license, maybe work as a security guard. And by the way, level 2, they don't carry weapons, but you know, that's fine. And they get paid somewhat comparable to what I'm getting paid. So, sorry, something was... I thought the cat got trapped in here. If he was trapped in here all day, then... Whoops. No. I'm just hearing things. But anyway. So there's a possibility that, you know, I might lose that job, because I told them I would be, you know, an hour and a half-ish late tomorrow. Like, you're already losing people. And the way this guy was speaking to me was trying to speak to me like I'm a child. Well, that's not a good idea. Especially considering the fact I don't have a lot left to lose. So why would you speak to me like that? I wonder, because I'm also not really entirely safe in terms of like my mentality. I'm still working on it, but you know, it's not a good idea to poke a bear. I'm just stating the obvious, you know. Someone who's really trying to heal and all of a sudden you have someone coming along and prodding you, don't. Word of advice. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I am actually saying that as like, hey, maybe don't bother that person when they're trying to heal. Anyway, sorry, I was rambling and getting out a little bit of stress. But, you know, it is what it is. I would rather keep this 26 an hour job and actually show that I can put in the hours and they give me more hours than go work at a place where I'm relying on tips to make maybe $13 an hour or more. I mean, not even 15. 15 is probably like the max. That's like if you're doing really good. Anyway, it's funny because this guy's also hemorrhaging employees, it seems. So don't know why he wouldn't just be, you know, why he wouldn't just say, okay, you know, just be sure you get there and finish the rest of your shift. Could have just said that, but oh well. And wow, you know, in the past, what, week? 2 weeks? We gained over 100 subscribers? Jesus. I didn't think 170 of you would want to sit down and listen to this schmuck. But I'm glad you do. And also I'm thankful for that. And, you know, hopefully once I get job and finances settled completely and not digging into savings as much, then, you know, I can at least invest in better equipment to make better videos. Videos like art and math and physics, maybe some astronomy. Basically tutoring those subjects, because I also like to explain those subjects and give my own views on it. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go shower. I smell like shit. I've been walking around pretty much all day. And, you know, right now it's in the triple digits outside, so, and it's humid. Actually, it's not quite triple digits, but it feels like it. So anyway, you know, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night.